Back in 2021, putting AI skills on a resume meant something highly specific. It meant you had deep technical training in things like machine learning, data science, or natural language processing. Today, that framing is completely outdated. AI fluency has quietly become the professional equivalent of knowing how to use email or navigate a spreadsheet. Think about how quickly typing went from a specialized clerical skill to something assumed of every single office worker. AI is following the exact same path. This creates a brutal new math for the modern job seeker. Hiring managers today don't ask if you've heard of AI tools. They assume you use them. Lacking basic literacy disqualifies you before the interview even starts, but having it doesn't impress anyone either. This happened fast. Normally, tech adoption curves take decades. But three forces, accessibility, workplace normalization, and extreme competitive pressure, took that timeline and compressed it into a violent 2 to 3 year window. The first driver was accessibility. Platforms became free or cheap enough that using them required absolutely no coding knowledge, unlike the earlier generations of AI that demanded specialized training. Once a critical mass of workers adopted these tools to move faster, staying on the sidelines became a visible liability. Everyone else had to adapt just to keep pace with the new speed of work, regardless of their personal comfort level. Because this total industry shift happened while nobody was watching, most job seekers are still using outdated strategies. They are mistakenly treating a baseline expectation as if it were their core competitive advantage. Let's be clear about what baseline AI fluency actually is today. It has nothing to do with writing a clever prompt or being a tech hacker. True fluency is really just a small set of practical habits. It starts with knowing which specific tool fits which specific problem, because a research tool, a writing assistant, and a data analysis platform all solve entirely different tasks. It means using those tools to automate the repetitive, monotonous parts of your job, rather than leaning on them as a crutch to spit out generic, finished work. Modern platforms are explicitly designed to require zero technical training. That makes basic tool familiarity a highly learnable, low-value commodity. You can learn it in an afternoon. It is never going to make you stand out in a competitive market. So here is the paradox we have to deal with. Because AI fluency is an assumed baseline, the new professional differentiator isn't technical at all. What actually separates top candidates right now is judgment. AI platforms are ultimately just option generators. They produce drafts very quickly. It requires an experienced human to step in and evaluate which of those generated options is factually correct or actually appropriate for a highly specific context. You cannot prompt that evaluative skill into existence. It stems from years of lived pattern recognition and deep domain expertise that a machine simply doesn't have. If you've been worried that AI makes your years of experience less relevant, the opposite is actually true. AI makes your human judgment more valuable than ever because someone has to filter out all that confident but flawed machine output. If you want to survive a modern job search, you have to apply this reality directly to your resume. First, stop listing AI skills as a vague, standalone bullet point. Hiring managers have started setting a trap. They actively probe for specifics now, and if your only answer is a vague claim about being comfortable with technology, they view that as a massive red flag. The new gold standard for an interview is having a concrete story prepared. You need to tell them about a specific time you caught an AI-generated error. Show the interviewer exactly how you applied your unique domain expertise to take a flawed AI draft and elevate it into a polished, professional final product. Treat AI fluency as the unstated table stakes of the modern job hunt. But when it comes to the headline of your candidacy, aggressively market your human judgment. To master that strategy and get direct help with your search, go to JobSearch.Community. You can become an insider, get personalized coaching from Jeff Altman, and access a massive library of video courses and guides. And if you found this helpful, please share, comment, like, and follow so we can help others do the same.